How world treat with dead body when they die according to their religion. Different religions and cultures have varying practices and beliefs regarding the treatment of dead bodies. Here are some general guidelines followed by several major religions. 1. Christianity. In Christianity, the deceased are often prepared for burial or cremation. Some Christian denominations may have specific rituals and prayers performed by clergy members. Burial is a common practice, and cemeteries are often considered sacred spaces. Cremation is also accepted by many Christians, but scattering ashes or keeping them at home may vary among different denominations. 2. Islam. In Islam, the deceased are typically washed and wrapped in a simple white shroud. This process is called ghusl. Muslim funeral prayers, Salat al-Janazah, are then performed, and the body is buried as soon as possible, preferably within 24 hours. Cremation is generally prohibited in Islam. 3. Judaism. In Judaism, the body is treated with utmost respect and is usually prepared for burial by a burial society called the Chevra Kadisha. The body is ritually washed tahara and dressed in a simple white shroud takrachim. Jewish law emphasizes prompt burial, ideally within 24 hours. Cremation is generally discouraged but may be permitted in rare circumstances, such as when required by law. 4. Sikhism. The body of a deceased person is generally cremated. The belief is that the soul leaves the physical body at the time of death and the cremation process helps release it. After the cremation, prayers are offered and the ashes, called sarpans, are collected and either scattered in a sacred river or a body of water. The focus is on the spiritual liberation of the soul. 5. Hinduism. Hindu funeral customs vary across different regions and sects. Cremation is the most common practice, as it is believed to release the soul from the body and enable reincarnation. The ashes cremains are typically collected and either scattered in a sacred river or kept in an urn. Rituals and prayers may be performed by priests or family members before and after cremation. 6. Buddhism. Buddhist funeral practices differ depending on the cultural context and specific traditions. Cremation is prevalent, and the ashes may be kept in a stupa, buried, or scattered. Rituals and prayers may be conducted by monks to guide the deceased through the afterlife and aid in their rebirth. 7. Taoism. The approach to the body after death is often influenced by the concept of naturalness and the belief in the cyclical nature of life. While practices may vary among different Taoist sects and individuals, there is generally an emphasis on allowing the body to decompose naturally, returning to the earth and becoming part of the eternal cycle of transformation and renewal. 8. Shintoism respects the spirits of the deceased and emphasizes rituals to honor them. After death, cleansing and preparation of the body occur, followed by Shinto funerals conducted at shrines. Burial or cremation is acceptable, and ancestral worship is common, with offerings made to ancestral altars for guidance and protection. 9. Zoroastrianism. Dead bodies are traditionally placed atop stone structures called towers of silence, or dakmas. These towers are open to the sky, allowing birds of prey to consume the flesh, thereby preventing contamination of the earth or water. This practice, known as sky burial, or exposure, is considered a means of returning the body's elements to nature while preserving purity. It's important to note that these are general descriptions, and there can be variations and exceptions within each religion based on cultural and regional practices, as well as personal preferences. Additionally, secular or non-religious practices may also be followed, depending on an individual's beliefs or cultural norms.